Hello, everyone. It's Thursday. It's time for this week's Komodo Thursday Town Hall. It's September 2 of 2021. My name is Giuliano, here with Otto running the show. We've got Jay Charming stepping in to read the news. Delton is here as well. He'll be sharing with us some social media activity. And we have Minigunner up on stage. And we'll hear from him towards the end of the broadcast. So thanks for joining us here. We're doing the live stream for this Thursday Town Hall. Thanks for everyone joining us in the audience on the Komodo Discord. And if you're joining on the YouTube channel watching live, or maybe you're watching the recorded versions, hope you're doing well. And we're going to move right on into it. It's a new month, September. We've been having Tokel IDO with AtomicDEX. Speaking of AtomicDEX, there's a new release, a 0.5 release. And so we're going to hear more about that. Let's move over to Jay Charming. Jay Charming is going to run through the news with us. So hello, Jay Charming.
Hey, how's it going?
Great. Yes, we're excited to hear what's on the plate for today.
Yeah, we've had, so I've got a couple pieces of news to distribute to everybody here on the Thursday Town Hall update, the weekly update.
Okay, so I'm going to start the recording for this weekly update separately. So just give like 5 seconds of silence and then go. So 3, 2, 1, let's go to the weekly update.
All right, I'm Jay Charming, and I'm here with the weekly update for Komodo and the Thursday Town Hall happening here at our home in Discord. I've got a couple pieces of news here, starting with the AtomicDEX 0.5 internal community release. It is now live. And I have a quote from Komodo CTO Kadan 333 CA333 Stadelman about the release, and he's saying that we are pleased to announce that the AtomicDEX version 0.5 internal community release. This upgrade is available for both mobile and desktop and brings dozens of enhancements and various new features. He said that he wants to highlight the new and innovative simple trading view with smart trade technology and simplified swap interface. This and many more features provide significantly enhanced swap and wallet experience. There are download links in the video description that you can go and grab. You can also go to the Komodo platform GitHub to grab the AtomicDEX desktop release, which is the one that you can use on your laptop or your computer. You can also go to the Play Store to get the AtomicDEX for mobile on Android, and you can go to TestFlight on iOS. Next up in the piece of news we have is the Tokel IDO on AtomicDEX. And that got started this past Monday, August 30th at 8 p.m. UTC. On Monday, Tokel and Komodo hosted a joint stream on the Tokel YouTube to kick off the IDO. So be sure to go ahead and check that out. There's going to be that link as well down below. The IDO is currently ongoing and will conclude on September 15th at 8 p.m. UTC. If you want to learn more details about the IDO, you can go to tokel.io/IDO, where you can find real-time stats about the amount of Tokel being sold. Note that you do need AtomicDEX 0.5 internal community release in order to participate for this, and you can go grab it from our GitHub, you can go to the Komodo website, or you can go to AtomicDEX.io product explainer page to grab those copies. We also got some media coverage about the IDO, including articles in Cointelegraph and Blockonomi. And those links can be seen in the YouTube description below. Now I've got moving on to the next piece. We're talking about SmartFi. So last month in August, it was all SmartFi. We had live panel discussion. We had the Twitter Spaces. We had the lifting of the NDAs surrounding SmartFi so that we could start talking about it. For those that are just tuning in and hearing about this for the first time, SmartFi is a partnership that Komodo is engaged with, where they're basically building a whole bunch of stuff on top of Komodo technology. If you haven't found out much about it yet, you can go visit our blog and find out more. SmartFi is preparing for its token sale, which is going to be happening through the AtomicDEX network. They wrote an article about fair launch. They are advising us people to create a SmartFi account to be ready for when the sale starts. You can find out more information about that in a link that's also distributed below in the YouTube description. Moving on, we have the recap for the August 2021 that Komodo published on this last Tuesday. Here are a few of the highlights from the past month. Tokel IDO on AtomicDEX begins. We've got the SmartFi live panel discussion that happened during August. We have the ARRRtomic swap demo using KMD and R, being able to get the atomic swaps happening with R, which if you aren't familiar with it, R is Pirate Chain, which is a privacy-focused chain that is actually pretty exciting that we've been able to get like a situation going where we can do an atomic swap with that. And then we have Komodo features in Cointelegraph, CMC Alexandria, and more ecosystem news. You can read about that in the link below in the description for the August 2021. So that covers the recap. What I'm going to go ahead and do is give a couple of things that you can do, or well, we've got coming up next that we want to be sure to get everybody in the know about. So we'll be releasing the September scheduler piece through the blog. So you could be able to go and read about the events and the things and the activities that you can do with Komodo. The most important priority that I want to be sure to give a shout out to so that everybody knows about it is that you can get involved with our community and help us raise awareness about AtomicDEX and the official release announcement happening on September 20th. So right now we're pitching to earned media. We're getting a lot of seeded information out there about the 050 internal community release. And then on September 20th, we'll be doing the official release announcement for AtomicDEX 0.5, at which time we're going to pair it with activities and other kinds of marketing and the next steps to be pushing for user adoption. 0.5 really represents like this next step for AtomicDEX and its iterative releases. And this is really the time when we can start pushing for more major user adoption now. I've heard it being dubbed as the move out of beta. And if anybody else from the team wants to comment on that as well, feel free to. But that pretty much covers it for the news and the weekly recap. It was a pretty robust week.
Thank you, Jay Charming, for that bunch of news. And you're right, there's quite a bit there. For many people who've been paying attention all along, that might be pretty much a full recap for you. And so if you have been around paying attention to all of this stuff and participating in whichever way, good on you. And just shout outs to the Komodo community in general. And congratulations to all of the different projects that are making their steps along the way. Particularly, we heard about SmartFi and we heard about Tokel, and of course, specifically AtomicDEX as well with the release. So, among other things, quite nice. Well, at this point, we're going to move on. We have some social media activity we can highlight with Delton. So Delton's going to do that for us, and I'm going to welcome him here. Hello, Delton.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, pretty good now. I'm all caught up on the latest news for Komodo platform. I'm curious what people are talking about on social media.
Yeah, so we have 4 tweets that we want to highlight for this week. The first one is from @Tokel platform. So it says core Tokel developer Daria, aka Piggy Donut, has created an introduction for the all-in-one Tokel application, and it has an embedded YouTube video. So it's a very good overview of Tokel and what all Tokel is working on. So for instance, there's like a diagram that shows how the Tokel full nodes work. There's some demonstration of the GitHub page and also the all-in-one application for Tokel. So one of the cool things in this video is like the prototype of how the NFT marketplace would look like. And it looks amazing, and I can't wait to see that live for sure. So yeah, be sure to check out that video to get a better insight of what Tokel is currently working on. The next tweet I want to highlight is from SmartFi portal, and it says, SmartFi has completed over $1 billion in transactions. Are you with us yet? And it links to a blog post that talks about the fees of crypto transactions and just why like SmartFi is a amazing choice because of SFUSD and the fact that it is like the first token to have 0 fees, and just what all that means for users who want to use crypto for daily transactions, and just like what a benefit that is. The third tweet I want to highlight is another tweet from Tokel platform. So it says, the @AtomicDEX proved to be a great platform for our IDO with TKL. We highly recommend it to any projects that want to get off the ground quickly and smoothly. A great experience for #Tokel, and we are looking forward to the IDO phase 2 starting tomorrow. So yeah, this is in response to a tweet from @Komodo platform that includes a quote from Komodo CTO Kadan Stedelman talking about how like basically any project now can launch a Komodo smart chain and also use AtomicDEX to create a fair launch coin, basically kickstart their project. Yeah, so just be sure to check out Tokel. Of course, the IDO page on the Tokel website has like real-time stats of everything going on with the IDO on AtomicDEX. So yeah, just be sure to check that out. And the final tweet that I want to highlight this week is a tweet from Komodo platform. So this is one of the polls that we've been running recently, and we have a lot of good results with this in terms of engagement. So this particular one has 334 votes. And the question asked, how do you prefer to spend your time? And the options were build, create, educate, or show results. It's always interesting. People click show results, and I do that sometimes as well. But anyway, like the top response was educate. So it's good to know like how people spend their time and what they're focused on. And you can see it's pretty even split across the 4 choices here. So yeah, we look forward to running more polls in the future and just trying to understand more about the Komodo community and yeah, what all we can achieve together. Yeah, that's pretty much it for social media, I think, this week.
Yeah, we were interested to find out the split, and I was talking to VK about this pool that he created that also like got a good number of over 300 votes. And his vision with this question was to find out like what is the percentage of people in our community who like what kind of personalities they are. So the build people are like more developers and technical minded who want to develop something, and that the creators are referred to as like designers or artistic people, and educators could be influencers or people who are active on social media or otherwise just want to kind of connect with people. And he's also using this information to plan possible like future campaigns we will be running. So it's yeah, it's very interesting data, and good to see that how evenly split it actually is. That there's like a balanced number of people out there who are interested in different things.
Yes, I think that's a good point to make. There was an even split between them, and yeah, a good job there on the Twitter poll. It's always interesting to see the way people respond, and overall, it seems like Komodo platform is attracting a good balance of energy. You know, builders, creatives, and educators, people spreading the word and using it and showing people how to use it, telling them what's good about it and all of this stuff. So well done, everyone. As usual, this has been a good Thursday town hall. We are not quite done yet, and some nice commentary also from Otto. So thanks for jumping in on that one.
Yeah, I just wanna jump out to the Tokel IDO to clarify on the status that like the live stream they had a few days ago had the kind of initial phase 1 launch, which was about price discovery. So perhaps there were some people who were participating in that phase, but the recommendation of the Tokel team is that if you're looking to participate in the IDO, then you do it on the phase 2. And the tweeter was talking about the phase 2, and it was saying like this is going to happen like in a few days, but that was an old tweet. So actually the phase 2 is already going on, and you can find more info on the Tokel website. So the IDO is ongoing, and yeah, it's ending on September 15th or until all the coins are sold.
Right, thanks for that reminder. That's a good point. So yeah, and if you have any questions about any of that, check out the Tokel Discord, or you can ask around in KMD Discord. And we're gonna also hear from Minigunner today. Minigunner is here to share with us, talk about some things. So Minigunner, you can unmute yourself here and say hello. How's it going? And just share a little bit about who you are, what you're doing.
Hey guys, yes, thank you for the invite. So I'm Minigunner, and I am working on mostly on Reddit, trying to find out a little bit more about the community on Reddit and trying to find new ideas how to engage. So if it's okay, I'll share some information.
Yes, please do. We always are curious to hear.
So we're trying some new stuff on Reddit, and for people who are not on Reddit, that are not following us on Reddit, please go to Reddit, follow Komodo platform. It would be great if you do that and help us out there. And we're trying to find out a little bit more about community, what they like. And we are doing like a voting poll. And we have an idea that's for community not to only be like a part of a project, but also like vote on some core decisions of a project. And I'm talking about at this moment smaller scale projects. So like, for example, if we would like to change the header of Reddit, of our Komodo Reddit, then we could do it together with the community. And that is like asking by voting, let's say, which color would you like our header to be? Like which, we're gonna show them some examples and then let the community choose which example, like which style would fit Reddit. So if you are on Reddit, please put your votes. It is very important to see how many people would like to do that. For the rest, yeah, so that's basically it. Just trying to find out more about the community.
Yes, sounds really good, and thank you for that. Thanks for coming on and sharing about that. And maybe just I'm curious as well. What's it like over on Reddit? I haven't really spent a lot of time around in that community, so maybe for those of us who are not there, you can give us a little bit of an idea of what's the conversation like over there, or what are some of the things that you've been noticing?
Well, to tell you the truth, there's not much going on Reddit. So that's why I am trying to make it more lively and engage with the community.
All right.
And really
so
find out
this
more.
is a call to the community then to populate Reddit.
Exactly.
So tell us then a bit about like, are you also a Reddit user generally? So like you also use Reddit a lot for other things, or is this something you're drawn to because of like the cryptocurrency section of Reddit, or what's it for you?
Yeah, it's a little bit more because of cryptocurrency. I started using Reddit, and it's a great.
Okay, so tell us
platform.
like what's the importance of Reddit presence for Komodo? Do you think? Like we've if it is important, we want the community to step up. So maybe if we understand a bit of the reason to get over there.
Well, I just
that'll
want to
help
say
us.
I just want to say that not everybody is using Telegram, not everybody is using Discord, because some people just love to be on Reddit. And if this is a social media platform that you like to use, then come on, just hop over to Komodo platform and you will see all the news there, and you can engage and talk with us there.
Sounds good. You know what? To everybody who has a thought about like ever wanting to say about marketing or whatever, then Reddit is your destination. Go over to Reddit and work together with the rest of the community over there to get Komodo into the minds of the people using Reddit. Like Minigunner's saying, some people don't necessarily use the same ones, and Reddit does have its presence. And so we're seeing it as value to go over there and at least give it a good go and populate Reddit with Komodo platform's presence. Would you say that's the case, Minigunner?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, we spent some time on thinking like what is the purpose of Reddit and how it differs from the other platforms we are on. And we are trying to discover that, and Minigunner is trying to discover that role for Reddit and how our community wants to use that. So also like ideas are very welcome. And like one of the ideas was, like Minigunner was explaining, that maybe we could let the community vote on something, and because there's the upvoting functionality in Reddit, so it's easy to kind of make a submission, and then we could be using that to some sort of to drive some decisions. And one example was that we've been lately focusing on creating like Komodo art with Raymond, who's also in the audience, and so we could be having something where the community can vote or kind of brainstorm what kind of like what is the next art piece, for example. So we could be running activities like that, and yeah, we are totally open for any ideas on what we could be and should be doing over on Reddit.
Yeah. Can I just say something else?
Yeah, please do, for sure.
Yeah. So look, let me give you an example. Like there was this idea to create a 3D model of like a real 3D model of Komodo dragon with some cool stuff in it. And if community can, you know, give all the ideas and vote on the ideas, like I would like to have this with the Komodo dragon, I would like to have this, and then we all together will build like a 3D model of a Komodo dragon, you know. But then that means like the whole community made that, you know. It's not just one of us or one person. No, the whole community made this. Or let's say there's an NFT, like the whole community can make an NFT, and that will be called a Komodo community NFT. So these kind of things, just brainstorming here, you know, it's possibilities are endless.
All right. Well, it's worth a go, and I like the initiative, the energy that you're bringing, Minigunner, and so I think you deserve the support from the community. You know, I was reading something the other day about oh yeah, somebody tweeted about EOS or whatever. Not to try and bring anybody's names into things, but you know, something about, oh my goodness, they had what was it, billions, or I don't know what the number was, and I thought to myself, yeah, well, what if Komodo had billions? But that's not what it is. Komodo is much more of grassroots and community initiative. And so therefore it requires legwork, and wherever we can put it in, we need to do that. And I think that the whole marketing team is doing a really good job of taking the data and the ideas and the information and kind of putting it all together, analyzing it, and making decisions from there as well. And so I think that things are going well for that reason. And it's been, I guess it's been a year now that it's really been chugging. And so that's really good stuff. And so Minigunner, you can kind of do a final send off here. But I like to help us to go, like, how would we go and get registered for the Reddit and then join on the Komodo Reddit?
Yeah, so just if you don't have a Reddit account, just make one and just type in search Komodo platform and join us there. Comment, vote, you know, engage. The more people engage, the more people will see you, more people engage, and they will engage. So it's just, you know, like a pyramid kind of structure. As long as there's some action and there's more coming to Reddit, and all your ideas will help and shape how Reddit will look and how it will evolve. So just, you know, go on Reddit and join us there. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Minigunner, for coming on and letting us all know a little bit more detail about that Reddit situation. So in the coming days, I will see you over there, and I hope to see other people over there too, and just give it a go. And onward for Komodo platform here. I mean, the technology is taking the lead, and then we have to follow along with through the social media channels and spread the word, because we're not working with the billions of dollars or even the hundreds of millions of dollars or even tens of millions of dollars to be spreading it around for other people to be doing the work for us, right?
Yeah, I've actually got something to add about that. It's so Komodo being like such a grassroots focused project, Reddit is another one of, like, social media in general, like, is kind of a nice way to go after grassroots movements. But Reddit in particular has a really, really strong ethos against like doing astroturfing and botting and stuff like that. And they like really actively monitor a lot of their forums for it. So as a result, the activity and conversion rate for the number of users that are in any sub is usually, that activity and conversion rate is usually much higher than a lot of the other platforms, because Reddit so aggressively goes after trying to prevent like botting and all these kind of like non-ethical measures for engaging into social media platforms. And a really good example of an audience that we're trying to break into, like kind of the honeypot, that if we get a good hold on Reddit, is that there's this sub called r/cryptocurrency, and it's 3.4 million users. And the conversion rate on those users is actually quite high. Like if you go there, there's a significant amount of people that end up talking about like the projects that they see and find as valuable. And the ways that they understand value is if the project has an active presence and community on Reddit. Something back in the end of 2020 was that at the AtomicDEX stress test, we had a relationship with the mods on that particular sub of like 3.4 million users, that they promoted the AtomicDEX stress test and pinned it to the top for 24 hours for all those users to see. And that was like a really, really effective thing. And as a result, like we got a ton of inflow of activity and people talking about it. And then they asked us to come back and do an AMA, which then like was another spike in activity for us. So it's like, it's one of the things that we've clearly identified, that if we have activity in Reddit and we can join that regular conversation, then we can become one of those seeded names that's kind of like on the tip of everybody's lips, that's like watching for us and what we're doing next, and like looking to get involved with things like the AtomicDEX like 0.5 community releases and like the official announcements and releases and those things, and things like the Block Run conference that's coming up that Komodo is working to organize. Those are just some footnotes that I want to add in for like kind of promoting the value of like Reddit as a particular platform as well.
Perfect. I'm glad you've added the color to that one too, Jay Charming, because you're seeing from behind the scenes and you're sharing with us what you see. And so it's understood now that Reddit is an important place to put a footprint right now for Komodo. I mean, it's already had some success, so it's not like Komodo platform isn't there at all. But just as Minigunner's saying, we want to get more people over there and just start, really ramping it up.
Yeah, that's such a great thing. Is we have like such a nice launch pad already. Like that's the thing with Komodo, is that we don't have to start from scratch with anything. Like it's just the amount of activity and community involvement it's going to take is nowhere near as much as what would be required for a new project starting from scratch. Anyway, yeah, thanks.
Okay, very good. So everyone, looking forward to what's to come, and we'll look forward to hearing back from Minigunner and in some time to hear the developments around the Reddit scene for us. And if you're listening, I hope that you make it over there, and keep spreading the good word of Komodo platform and all the things you love about it. So from that, I guess that is the call to action for today, and we don't really have much else going on. We're going to end off this stream now. It's the Thursday Town Hall. I'm Giuliano, September 2. Otto is here, Jay Charming, Delton, and of course here we had Minigunner. And to everyone else who's listening, thanks. And until next time, goodbye.